Welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue in Shar HaGilgulim, the Gate of Reincarnations by Rabbi Yitzchak Luria. We are in section number 2. Last video we explained the 5 names of the soul. The 5 names of the soul in Hebrew go like this: Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, Chaya, and Yachida. That's from below to above, because we exist in the upper worlds right now. Where are the upper worlds? Are they really above? When I pointed upward, is that really where the upper worlds are? And the answer, of course, is no. They are inside, because the only way forward is inward. And therefore, we exist in all of these worlds. We have an element, or if you want to say a section of our being that inhabits each of the levels of the upper worlds. So we just have to learn how to get in touch with it. That's the whole study of building the vessel. We have to construct our vessel, increase our capacity to perceive that light, and to bring it into our vessel, which means into our body. Reveal the light of the nefesh, the ruach, and the neshama within the guf. The 3 primary levels are nefesh, ruach, and neshama. That's what we are mostly dealing with in this world. That's our work that we have to do. And the chaya and the yechida are much, much higher levels of the soul, that they exist actually outside of the creation. They transcend Bria. Chaya is in Atzilut, and Yechida is in Adam Kadmon. So that's what we learned last week, that there's a section of you that exists in all of these worlds, and that we are connecting the worlds together every time that we reveal those levels in the lower worlds. Now, today's video we're going to learn spiritual growth from level to level. So the Ari begins. He does not acquire all of them, meaning all 5 levels of the soul, at once, but rather according to his worthiness. A person is unable to receive all of these levels, nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya, yechida, the higher levels of our own consciousness, all at once. It has to be done each according to their worthiness, which means if I have the zechut, if I have the purity level, the size in the vessel, the capacity to attain that level, let's say the nefesh. The nefesh is a holy level of the soul. Ruach is holy level of the soul. You don't receive these levels unless your vessel is pure enough to receive them. We've learned that before, that if you're not connected and if you're not pure, unfortunately the soul, which is divine and holy, cannot inhabit your vessel. So it remains outside and it waits for you to purify yourself and construct your vessel, make more space within you to draw down that light within your vessel. Because the soul is holy. Doesn't matter if you're talking about nefesh, ruach, or neshama. Each of these 3 levels, they're holy. And if the body is not holy, unfortunately you cannot access them within this world. Now, the level of nefesh is split into 2. I think it's important to just bring that up, because although the soul is not within you, if you're in a state of impurity, there's a level of the nefesh that's called nefesh bahamit, the animal aspect of the lowest level of your soul. So it's your lower nature, it's your animalistic instinct. That energy that fuels your survival, it remains within you all times, even when you're sleeping. As we know, when you sleep, the nefesh, ruach, neshama, they depart from the body, they go to the upper worlds, but the nefesh bahamit, even during the sleep, it's still inside of you. Otherwise, you would die. That's why you don't die. You go unconscious because the soul, again, has departed from you, but you're in the subconscious. So anyways, a person can only attain that level of the soul if they're worthy. It's very important to know. At first, he obtains the lowest of them, which is called nefesh. First in line that we have to learn how to attain is called nefesh. Afterwards, if he so merits, he then also attains ruach, which is right above the nefesh. This is explained in several places in the Zohar, such as in Parashat Vayechi and Parashat Terumah, and specifically at the beginning of Parashat Mishpatim 94b. Come and see. When a person is born, he is given a nefesh. When a person comes out of the womb of their mother, they receive their nefesh. All nafshot are only from the world of Asiyah. The nefesh that's given to a person, which we just explained, it's whenever a person is born, it really is coming from the world of Asiyah. And all ruchot are from the world of Yetzirah. That's where the level of the soul emerges from. All neshamot are from the world of Bria. However, the majority of people do not have all 5 parts. Most people, they don't have all 5 levels, which are called nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya, yechida. But only the nefesh from Asiya. However, even this nefesh has many levels, like we said. And this is because Asiya itself also divides into 5 partsufim. So if you look inside of the world of Asiya, you've got 5 partsufim. You can think of them as spiritual configurations. Like we said that they correspond to the olamot, but they're called partsufim. Those are the inner groupings of a particular world. So, just to clarify, there are 5 worlds. Each world has 10 dimensions. And those 10 dimensions contained within each of these 5 worlds can be categorized into 5 groupings. And those 5 groupings are called partsufim. Those are the inner categorization of a given world. So let's look inside Olam Asiya, which corresponds to the Nefesh. The first partsuf is called Arich Anpin. Second partsuf is called Abba. Abba means father. The third partsuf is called Ima, which means mother. These first 3, they're corresponding to Keter, Chochma, Bina. Arich Anpin is Keter. Abba is Chochma, and Ima is Bina. Those are the upper 3 Sefirot. That's the secret of the Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. These 3, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, are Echad. That means Keter, Chochma, Bina. Anyway, moving on. The next 6 Sefirot are considered one partsuf. That's Zeir Anpin. This we should be familiar with, because we've talked about this before. Those 6 are special, they work together, they're called Zeir Anpin. Zeir Anpin is small face. Literally, when you translate it, it's small face, but the translation is not any good. Sorry to break it to you, but it doesn't really add anything to you. You have to look at the Hebrew words, the Hebrew letters. Anyway. Then Malchut, which is the 10th Sefirah, is called Nukva. Nukva means the female. That refers to the Shekhinah. So those are the 5 partsufim. Before a person can merit to attain his Ruach, which is the second level of the soul from below to above, from the world of Yetzirah, as we said that the Ruach comes from the world of Yetzirah, he must first complete all 5 partsufim of the Nefesh of Asiya. So, if you want to get to the world of Yetzirah, you have to first graduate from Asiya, the world of action, the world of work, the world of physically involving yourself in mitzvot, staying away from what is bad, and doing good. That's the work of Asiya. That's the mindset. You have to be in a mindset of reverence for Hashem, to do His will. To do His will. Asiya is specifically referring to action. So before you can get the Ruach, you need to go through grade level 1. You haven't even attended the school until you become aware that this is a spiritual reality, and the Chokhmah of Kabbalah is here to take you to your ultimate potential, if you just stick to the plan. But once you enter the school, which if you're watching this video, you're most likely involved in this school, you have 1 year of grade 1, first grade. It's 1 year, and then you graduate to 2nd grade, 3rd grade. What is it? What's a grade? A grade means a level. There are many different grades. So, same thing applies in these olamot. There are 5 grades. There's grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, and grade 5. You have to graduate. And we're still in first grade. We're still in Olam Asiyah. So we have to be comfortable with that. But remember that within this first grade, there are 5 divisions, which are these partsufim that we just referred to. So we have to first graduate from those 5 divisions in first grade, or however you want to. This is obviously a metaphor, but if you can understand what I'm saying, we have to graduate these levels before we can go to grade number 2, which is in the world of Yetzirah. Because we haven't even graduated from level 1. We're just starting. We're at the beginning. And that's fine. But as long as you do the work that you have scheduled for this lifetime, you're going to be good. Just stick to the path and go forward, and don't divert left or right. Stay Yashar El. Straight to God. Anyways, this has been episode 2 of Shara Gilgulim, The Gate of Reincarnations by Rabbi Yitzchak Luria. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everybody, thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't be afraid to share this video with your loved ones, as we know that we are trying to reach as many souls as we possibly can with the wisdom of the Torah, specifically its inner dimensions called Kabbalah, which is the mystical secrets that are contained within God's holy Torah. And I invite you to join me on this effort to spreading this wisdom to the 4 corners of the world so we can prepare for what we've all been waiting for, the final redemption, where Israel will be redeemed along with the righteous Gentiles.